Here you go.
Hey, everybody. That was the most abrupt intro ever. Welcome, everyone, to our release party. We had a little glitch right at the beginning. Glad we got that out of our system. And we see everybody out there. Wow. People are coming in fast and furious tonight. Well, welcome to our release party. We see people from all over the country and all over the world. And tonight, I think this is the most fun release we've ever done. I'm so excited for what's coming tonight. I'm so excited to have some of our illustrators join us, and I can't wait to show you this new kit, the new master layouts, the new Wreath Builder. We've got some exciting things to show you tonight. So we see everybody coming in, giving us the latest weather report. I know that we've got some storms around the country. Now, so far, our internet is working really well. And things have been going pretty good, so fingers crossed it stays that way. If you're having trouble or you freeze on your end, just go out and come back in. That should take care of the problem. If we drop out and the screen goes black, just give us 2 minutes, because every once in a while, because of this node issue we're having here in New Berlin, Wisconsin, our internet cuts out, comes back, and we have to jump back in with the camera. So, all right, it's great to see you guys. And I think the first thing that we should do, Tom, well, first of all, we should tell them that we've got some prizes at the end of the night, right?
We do.
Yes, we have some prizes for you guys tonight. So we hope you'll hang in here for our entire live. Tonight, we're going to be giving away gift certificates. So, and don't worry about it. You know, I know a lot of you want to place your order. I didn't update the banner on the website or the incentive set picture. I was supposed to do that. So hopefully Sammy's watching and maybe she can update the incentive picture. Also, Sammy, if you're watching, I did put a new banner in, but you don't have to worry about that. I'll do that after the live, but the products should be live now. Okay, so we're going to give away gift certificates tonight. And even if you already place your order, because we know a lot of you get nervous and you don't want to wait in case something you want sells out, we're going to make it a long gift certificate so it'll last for several months. So maybe you can use it for the next release, or if mid-release you run out of some staples, you can always go in and pick up cardstock and tape and glue and all those fun things. So definitely going to do gift certificates tonight. Now also, while people are still coming in, I just need to do a big shout out to Donna and the girls at Keller House Retreat. They are all getting together and crafting together tonight. And they said they were going to watch tonight's release party all together. So, hey, girls, I hope you're having a great night. I hope you're having lots of crafty fun time. And I'm sure glad that you guys are with us tonight. All right. Yes, gift certificates tonight. So, I think I've got housekeeping done. What I'd like to do is I'd like to start just by showing you the brand new incentive set. That's a great way to start so that you guys know and you can see up close what you're going to get with your purchase tonight, with your qualifying purchase. So, all right, Tom, you want to do the overhead here. So, you know, I meant to take all these stamp sets out of the bags. Of course, you know me. I got to do everything the hard way, and I don't keep the bags, so these bags are a little tight, but I want to show you this. Look at how cute this is. This is called It's All You. Isn't that an adorable stamp set? It's All You. And I think I'm going to use this tonight along with the new kit to make my card, because I always like to use the incentive to show you different ways that you can use it. Now, what I love about these stamps is they actually fit several different elements that we have. So there is a circle element in Rena's stamp set, the new Mandala Maker, that needs greetings. So we wanted to make sure that if you got a $75 order in with your kit, that you would get this stamp set. All of these greetings are going to fit inside the ring for the new Mandala Maker too. So you're going to love this one. And all of these flowers are perfect for wreath building. I see us doing a little bit of wreath building this month on some of these lives. And I'm also going to show you how to incorporate wreaths with other types of cards. So not just wreath cards, but having wreaths as part of the background for other types of cards, especially with the new bigger Wreath Builder. Okay, so this is the new incentive set. Once again, it's called It's All You, and this is yours free with any $75 purchase. You don't have to do anything. It automatically ships. We make sure that you get it. Now, if you get your order and you're looking through the box and you can't find it, it's always stapled to your receipt. So your invoice, this is going to be stapled on there, and that's how our pickers get it already attached, so they don't have to remember to pick it. And then, so if you're looking in the box and you see the receipt and you toss it aside, make sure you look at your receipt, because that's where you're going to find this. All right. So that's our free set for tonight. I'm going to keep this one close by because I'm going to use it. Now, we have some of our illustrators coming tonight, but not all of them can make it because some of them are doing other things. They're on vacation. So I wanted to show you a stamp set. Beth Saleka can't join us tonight, so I am going to show you her new stamp set. And I really love this one because I know it's July, and I know that nobody likes to rush the seasons. But when I get to July, I don't know what it is, right after summer solstice, maybe you guys are the same way. I actually hear the bugs out there differently. Like they sound different after summer solstice. You can just tell that we're leading up to the height of summer, and then we're starting to fade a little bit toward fall. And fall is still beautiful. And this is the brand new stamp set by Beth Saleka, and it's called Absolutely Autumn. I love how big these images are. Maybe in the sneak peek, they looked really tiny, but they're not that tiny. And you know what I was thinking? These are going to be amazing to do a very similar cards to the one we did the other night where we used an embossing folder that's discontinued and it had these real fun, whimsical autumn leaves. We can make cards like this doing emboss resist. So this is going to be a super fun set to stamp and do emboss resist, to color, and to use in the new larger Wreath Builder. Plus, it's got all these fantastic mix and match greetings. So things like Happy Halloween, you know, you just blend those together. Let's see here. Oh, my goodness. Happy Thanksgiving. So very thankful. I really didn't look over all of these to do the combinations, which I usually do beforehand. But, you know, on your birthday, you can mix that together on your birthday. Let's see, blessings on your birthday. Oh my gosh, there's so many. Okay, so you can see you can mix and match, and it's got the ampersand here so that you can do the big greetings like, you know, grateful, thankful, and blessed, or grateful and thankful, blessed and thankful. You know how to do that. So I love this one. And the other thing that's awesome is it comes with, well, it doesn't come with, but there is a full die set available. And of course, like all of our stamp sets always come on, all of our die sets that coordinate with our full stamp sets come on these magnetic boards. And these magnetic boards, these stamps don't drop off like those flimsy vent cover type of magnets. These are solid. I mean, these are hard as a rock. They're stiff and they're just beautiful. So it's a fantastic way to store your dies, and they'll always be consistent. These are by Stampin' Storage. We have an account with them, and they sell these to us in bulk. So we use them for all of our coordinating die sets. And if you want more, you can always head over to Stampin' Storage website and do all your other dies the same way. So it's not something that's so unique that you can't do your whole organizing system that way. And we wanted to make sure of that. All right, so that is Beth Saleka set. So now I see one of my besties waiting in the lobby, and I'm going to bring her in, the amazing Lisa Hetrick. Hey, Lisa. Here she comes.
Hi, everyone. Hello. Oh, I'm so happy to hear everyone.
I'm so happy to see you. How are you?
I'm good. I'm good. Thank you for inviting me tonight. So grateful to be here, everyone.
So Lisa, as usual, has come up with, I think, one of the most unique floral sets because she's got these beautiful florals, and they're all different in all of her sets, and you can mix and match them. But she always comes up with this one unique element that just takes you down a completely different road of thinking. And this set is no exception. I'm going to show them this set, Lisa. This set, let me take it out of the bag. It's called Always Delightful. Let me get it out of the bag over here. Okay. So let me zoom out a bit. Here we go, so they can see that. And look at that. Oh my gosh, that set. This.
Super fun.
So tell us a little bit about it, Lisa.
Okay, so the inspiration for this set is that the element up in that corner, that left-hand corner, is called a bell jar or terrarium. Some people call it a cloche. So I had this idea as we're heading into our fall seasons, like, wouldn't it be really cool to kind of create some looks that last for a long time, or that can mix and match with different seasons? And what can you put underneath a bell jar to kind of create some really fun looks? So that's the inspiration behind that piece right there. Now, some of the other floral elements, the two big honkin' florals in there and the two small ones are brushstroke florals, and they are literally like just the way I paint flowers. So they're the brush strokes that I paint made into flowers. And I always, as you know, I always want the stamp to be the star of the show, but I also am looking for ways for you to get painterly effects with your cards so that you can do all the really neat watercolor techniques with all the different kinds of mediums that we have to work with, from our dye inks to distress inks to our embossing. So that those big honking flowers in there are also can change with the season, and all we have to do is change the colors. So just putting a little bit of a nod to some of the fall and the winter like things that are coming with those kind of flowers. So the whimsical pieces at the very bottom are these line art images that are, I'm always adding a lot of leafery and greenery and different pieces, builder pieces, to the stamp sets that you can use to create wreaths in your wreath builder. Those are just some added elements that can go inside the bell jar. So just super fun. Sometimes I get my inspiration a lot from home decor, or things that I see, or things that I would like to make. And this is something that I wanted to make because I also saw some longevity with it as we move into the holiday season, and some things that I'm working on. And it reminded me a little bit of a snow globe. So there was some things that I've been thinking about, and I just like to create stamp sets that work together, and all of my stamp sets are proportioned to work together. So that was the inspiration for this one.
That's fantastic. I love it. And you're right. I mean, I look at these flowers and I think, oh, beautiful daylilies. And then I look at them again and I think poinsettias, you know,
That's
with the right colors.
Like
you look
layer.
at, think of exactly. And you think of them as just autumn flowers, just generic, beautiful brushstroke flowers. And I want everybody to know that this set also has a huge die set that coordinates with it. And again, it is on our very adorable magnet. Now, I'm going to just quick tell everybody, I see a lot of you are saying that you can't get on the website. Sammy is probably trying to get on the website to make sure all of the products went live. If not, she will toggle anything that didn't go live. So just hang in there. And also, I see lots of you saying you can't get on the website. I know our internet people are watching the live right now. They are aware if there's an issue. We knew it was going to be a busy release, so just hang in there. Some people got their orders in. It's just really busy, and a lot of people are refreshing, trying to find the new stuff. But if some people got their orders in, that means everything is there. I see people saying, yep, everything is there. So what I suggest is just don't worry. I mean, we have a lot of inventory. I'm not saying that it's going to last several days, but it's going to last for a few hours at least. I mean, at the very least. So you don't have to stress. And we promise you that that it's going to be okay. So it's probably just that the website is super, super busy. So Lisa, You know, you just threw in snow globe, and that just totally jazzed me, because now I'm thinking of all the snowmen that we have that would be so cute sitting under there. Oh my gosh, there are so many cute things that you can do with this. Okay, well, I know, speaking of cute things that you can do, I would love to see some of the things. Oh my gosh, Lisa. Lisa always makes so many fantastic cards. So show us what you have. I got to lean in and see closer.
I have some really fun cards. I have a mishmash of cards here, also sharing some of the other sets that are coming out. So I get to kind of sneak peek a few things, and also some of the new master layout stuff that's coming out. So here is the first card where I've done some pattern building with the little florals that are in the stamp set. And also you shared that example of how to create those whimsical florals that go in that cloche or bell jar or terrarium, whatever you like to call it. So let me I think I've got a good image of it.
Yeah, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, super fun. And I know that you see the scalloped master layouts die almost every single release. I use it all the time.
You like that one, don't you?
I do. I love it. I show it all the time. And I realized, oh my, I probably should diversify a little bit. But yay, this is super fun. So that's really fun. And here is another example where I've used all of the big honkin' brushstroke florals and done some watercolor techniques with them, with stamping, using Gina K inks and using some oxide inks. And there's a little sneak peek to one of the sentiments that are in the little cutie set, Emily's little cutie set. I love that little sentiment. I love that font that she used, and it's really pairs well with everything that's coming out tonight. Now, I want to talk about a little bit about that art, and I know that Gina's probably going to show you that a little bit later.
Definitely. That's a little sneak peek to something that's in the master layouts, but it's not that shape. It's not meant for that. So Lisa was really creative and out of the box. I love it. I love
it's not meant for that, but there's a lot of really fun things that I just kind of came up with different ways. And here's another example of it. So here is a super fun, whimsical look. Let me just pull that back a little bit, where we're using the bell jar piece right here. There's a little, I know that little hedgie got sneak peeked. He's in the kit this go round. But again, I use that die to kind of create this fun little arc and this fun little card. And the interesting thing about the way I make cards is I hardly ever make a horizontal card. I started going back and looking at everything I make, and there's always vertical. So this was super fun. Just a really fun way.
So cute.
To just kind of have and just create some whimsy with it, and then all of the different elements that are inside. So super fun. Love that. I've got a really fun card here that also pairs up the Luna Moth from last month's New Beginnings stamp set. So I thought it would be fun to kind of show you. I'll pull back. And I've used wild dandelion here. I love wild dandelion. So all of the different whimsical like filler elements for the terrarium, I just used them in repeat and created a pattern. And then
that's
just
so
pop
pretty.
that. And here's this sentiment is another little sneak peek. I'm giving an awful lot of sneak peeks to stuff that's coming. But
that's okay.
Super, super fun. How about one more? Do we have time for one more?
I think we have time for one more. Sure.
Okay, cool. Here is this. I like to do these super fun sprays. And here is the Enjoy die that is going to be shared as well.
Yeah,
so,
and that Enjoy die now is also available as a solo die. Yeah.
Right. Also available, and it actually has the shadow part to it, but I didn't pop the shadow part on here. So all of the different elements just to create this big honkin' floral spray. That also just kind of gives you a sense of scale. So that flower is really big. The flower underneath it is creating that layer. So
Lisa, hold that card up one more time.
Yep.
Yep. So everybody look at that card and imagine for Christmas doing all greenery around the outside and doing that in red. Wouldn't that just look like a gorgeous poinsettia style spray? Oh, I love it. That's beautiful. That's really inspirational. I love it.
A little look into the future.
Yes. Yes. I can only imagine what kinds of videos you're going to have too, Lisa.
Yes, I have some videos, well, actually I have a walkthrough video coming up tonight once the show is going on, and I have new tutorials coming out next week, and I also have, as I do every month, the handout, the card idea sheet. So there's 8 card ideas, and I'll make sure that the link will be posted. It's on my blog and it'll be in the YouTube video, but I always make sure it goes into the group. And also the image will be with the stamp set on it. I gave that to Sammy. So Sammy will, I know, get it up there with the image if you want to get it there. But all of the freebies, all of the free downloads are on my website at indigojadeart.com. And there's a button that says free downloads, and every stamp set, it's all there.
That's awesome. And if you guys are looking for Lisa's website or her YouTube channel and you don't know exactly where to search, if you go to ginakdesigns.com and you click on the About tab, there's a little drop down and it talks about our team. Go to our team and find Lisa's beautiful face. Click on that, and all of the links to her website, her Instagram, her YouTube channel, and everything is right there. And then you can go to her website and download that idea sheet, or you can head to the Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends Facebook group, get it out of our files section. And it's also, like Lisa said, when you go to our website and you actually look for this product to buy, there's different pictures you can scroll through with ideas, and we fill those up as time goes on too. So there'll be more ideas added, but also one of the ideas is her idea sheet. So that's fantastic. Yes. Lisa, I love this set. You've got me reeling with ideas, not just for now, which is beautiful for summer and for autumn, but also all the way through the holidays. Very, very smart. I love this.
Yes, and all of the sets, and Gina will know this, but all of the sets that I've been illustrating for the next few months are all
related. they work together, and Lisa's so good at that. Together. Yes, yes. So we're so excited. So once again, Lisa, let me just grab it here. Sorry, I dropped it. The name of the set, I'll show it again here. This is Always Delightful. And you can get the stamp set and the coordinating die set. And you can stamp along with Lisa and all of her fabulous YouTube videos and classes. Thank you so much, Lisa. It is always a pleasure to have you. Thank you for making time for us.
So grateful. It's a great show tonight. There's so many things. So stay tuned, everybody.
All right.
Stay tuned.
We'll see you again. Okay. Bye-bye. Yeah, no, the master, I see some people asking about the master layouts being part of the kit. It is not part of the kit. That was a typo when we were first months and months ago deciding, did we want to do coordinating dies for the stamps, or did we just want to put the master layouts in there? Somehow that got confused. Sammy is fixing that, and that will be taken care of. There is so much in the kit, though. Wait until you see it. I cannot wait to show you. Now, our next guest isn't quite in the green room yet, so that gives me an opportunity to show you another stamp set for one of our illustrators that isn't here. So let me grab this stamp set by, I think it was already referred to in Lisa's samples, so I want to show it to you. This is a beautiful new set by Emily Loggins, and I want to take this out of the package. This is called Little Cutie. And I don't know about you guys, but this is like this was one of my kids' favorite snacks. Rena loved cuties. She probably still does. Cutie, if you don't know what cuties are little tangerines. They're tiny little orangey tangerines. And Emily did the cutest set. Looks like we're frozen, Tom, so we're going to need to go out and come back in probably. So hang in All right, we're back. Sorry about that. Like I said, if we ever just disappear, just hang in there for a couple minutes and Tom will bring it back. Sometimes the internet around here, till we get our fiber put in, we're dealing with it. Okay, so this set is so much fun. Let's go to the overhead. This set is so much fun. It's got like a little bunch of cutie oranges and then just the two here and then the one. And I kind of think about this almost like if you're doing like a baby card, like if there's twins or there's a single baby. I don't know. I don't know why I always think of this as like a baby set. I know it's not, but that little cutie just reminds me of making baby cards with it. And I guess this is a little cutie is on the way. That's adorable. Her beautiful hand lettering, you are amazing. And I love this new lettering style for Emily. Emily was doing more of the traditional, not traditional, but more of that thick and thin line style hand lettering. And now she's got this new style that's this real sleek, thin line. Very modern. I really love it. You are amazing. You are a cutie. Thinking of you. Orange, you the cutest. And hey, cutie. And this little cutie, of course, if you're doing a baby card. So this is such a fun set. Now, this one, we didn't do dies to coordinate with it because the images are kind of big and we just didn't necessarily see how we would be cutting these out, but maybe down the line, depending on the response, we may add some dies for this. So this, once again, is called Little Cutie by Emily Loggins. All right, so I want to show you one more little thing, and I see Melanie in the green room getting ready, but I want to show you one more little surprise thing that we are introducing tonight. I know you guys love our embellishments, and we had to do a new embellishment. We haven't done one for a while, so here's my little cat tray. This is a new sequin blend, and it's called Lemonade, and I just love this. Look at how cute this is. It is this beautiful pink and yellow and just this soft opal sequin mix. So pretty for shaker cards, so fun for summer cards. And with all of the beautiful florals that we have and that opal sequin, I mean, that's good anytime, right? So we wanted to roll this one out right away as soon as we found it. So this is called Lemonade, and it's available in our store right now in the What's New category. You can also find it in our embellishments category, but aren't they pretty? So I had to show you guys these. Okay, and I think Melanie's here and she is ready. So my next guest is one of my all-time besties. We've been together for a million years, almost as long as I've been stamping, I feel. Maybe not that long, but it feels like we've been together that long. And she is just amazing and inventive and artistic, and I know you all love her. So let's welcome Melanie Menchinger. Hey, Melanie. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Oh, I love your background. That's so pretty.
Oh, yeah, that's my yard back there.
Yeah. You're in a little echoey room. Do you have hardwood floors in there?
I do. We have hardwood throughout the house. I can't
do you?
do that. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. I used to have that in my stamp room, and it's definitely different when you have like carpet and a drop ceiling than when you have a high ceiling. So you might hear the difference between our voices. But Melanie, you look gorgeous, and your new stamp set is gorgeous. Holy cow. So I just have to show everybody right away this stamp set. This was like crazy when we did the sneak peek. So let me back up here a little bit. This is called Fresh Flowers. And look at these flowers and vases and pots. Oh my word. And I've also had the privilege of seeing some sneak peek cards that Melanie has made with these. Oh, and I see pots and I see vases, but Melanie sees so much more. So let's talk about it. Tell us about this stamp set.
Yeah, let's talk. So we've retired. I love putting containers and flowers together and making different arrangements. And we've retired some of my favorite sets, like the buds and vases and the fill it with flowers. So I realized like I really need some new containers now for all the different flowers that I have. And I had never done bulk containers before. So I'm really excited. I've got a lot of different sets that are kind of showing up In this particular one, you can see the hexagons. I've had just an obsession with hexagons this last year with the bees. I've got some little repeating elements on the vase and the pot, which is the butterfly from the most recent set. And we've got a new little tiny one, so you can put that with all of the different containers. And then just this vase here in the right-hand corner. I'm having so much fun with it, and it's just so much more than a vase. But it's really fun to have bold stamps just because they're so good for all the different kinds of inky techniques. You can make really quick cards with them, just add just a bunch of bold color. There's some different little centers that you can use to put inside the flowers. And then you can also layer these if you get the dies. I wasn't even thinking of all the layering possibilities, but then once I started stamping them and cutting them out, you can really build them up and create some really fun new flowers. And they're dahlias, so those are kind of flowers of a million petals. Those are some of my favorite ones. So that's what we've got in the set. So that's kind of where it started.
Oh, I love it. I love these flowers too, because they feel like they're great summer flowers, but they also feel to me a lot like fall flowers.
Yes,
and
yeah,
I see those.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the two that you just pointed to there that have the most petals, those are the same flowers as the line art ones that we have in the Beautiful Bees set. So I cannot remember if I have them the same size or a little bit smaller. I'll have to double check. I didn't try them together, so I forgot. I remember thinking about that, but I think I made them a tiny bit smaller so that I could put more images in this one. But you can definitely stamp those you can stamp them together so that they'll coordinate with those bees flowers. Yeah.
And I do want to show them that, again, this set has a coordinating die set, so you can cut all of these flowers and vases out, all of the little the sticks and stems and things like that. Oh, yeah, she's got it all figured out here. She really does. All right, looks like I froze, Melanie. And it's a my camera issue, not a your camera issue. So
I'll just start sending some cards then. Okay, so here is one that I made. Oh, and I went ahead and posted these on the Facebook, Gina K Stamp TV Friends and Facebook. I have got PDFs with layouts for all the different cards that you're going to be seeing, to show you how you can layer these, how you can make different layouts, and then some of the out-of-box ideas that I have for them. So I want to show you this. I want to show you this vase that I was talking about. So this, I just did a little ombre effect on there, and I used the stems. When you stamp them in brown, they make wonderful branches. So you can make different layouts that are going to look like outdoor scenes for the different bird stamps you have, or you can just fill them into a vase and make a really great fall arrangement. Now, these little tiny leaves that I have on here, I've got some bold leaves in the set. But if you've really been looking at all the sneak peeks or you've looked through the store, these are some of the little tiny leaves and flowers from Rena's new mandala set. So I'm super excited about that. And then also this label here, I put the little high in that. So I just think that it plays really well together. And then while we're, and is it, what's the name of that set? Is it Mandala Maker 2?
Yeah, it's the Mandala Maker 2.
Okay, that's what I thought. I wanted to make sure. So this one, I've got those little kind of puffy ball pollen centers. You can use those as flowers on their own, but what I did here, I used that hexagon pot, and then I stamped that little tiny clover looking motif onto the little hexagon. So there's so many different ways that you can really customize the different patterns on these vases. So I just love how that one turned out.
And once again, that little clover pattern is from the Mandala Maker, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So you're mixing and matching some you're giving us some amazing ideas here, Melanie. This is awesome.
And look, I've got the wallpaper on the background. So just really subtle with the pink. Those are all from the Mandala Maker too as well.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, I love using these together. Now also for all of these vases, just depending on what color you use to stamp them, or you can emboss it in clear, but you don't even have to mask those stems going in. If you just stamp them right over immediately it's going to look like you have got clear or colored glass, and then you can fill it in a little bit with water. So this is one that I did with, I really love this flower, and then I just popped that one up with one of the dies. And then this butterfly, this coordinates with my beautiful butterflies too. And that was a lot of people's favorite image. So this is just a tinier version. So it's just really fun to have these for all the cards. Here is another one. I wanted to show one that might work maybe for a man. You don't always have to do brown, but I don't have any flowers on this one. I just have that little stem cluster, bud. Can't even think of like what you call that at the moment. But this coordinates with that little piece from the Beautiful Bees set. So now we've got a bold version of that. But I think all men just really seem to love gardening or being in the yard or whatever. So I just put a couple of the different pots together here. I did that ombre again on this taller vase. But what I want to point out here, if you want to change it up from hexagons, something really, really cool about all of these bold containers is that if you want a solid version of it, you can flip the stamp over on your block and just use the back side of that base, and you're going to get a really good impression there. This is the first time I did it. I didn't condition the stamp or anything. I just was in a frenzy of making my new cards. So it does look a little bit worn there, like it resisted a little bit because of the residue on there. But I kind of love how that turned out because it looks like those glazed pots. So
it really does. It looks like a clay pot. And
yeah.
I love that you, instead of making flowers, you did houseplants.
Right.
That's a great idea, and certainly perfect for anybody. It doesn't have to be, it's not feminine,
right,
per se. Yeah, I love it.
Right. And I wasn't able to do this before. You can't flip every stamp that you have over and use the base. If you've got a line art stamp, it's going to kind of buckle. But if you have a solid stamp, then when you flip it over, you can kind of use that like a two-step. So I just thought that was a really fun way to use it.
That's brilliant.
Here's one that I did, and I meant to bring it in here. This flower might look huge, but I have a lot of little tiny vases around my house where the flower is actually almost bigger than the vase. So this is one of Argita's gorgeous flowers here. So I put that on there, and then I just made a little tabletop here with one of my perfect palette boards.
How cute.
And let's see, here's one using the pot because I hadn't shown that yet, but this is just stamped in some of the tomato soup, and there is one of those butterflies from Beautiful Butterflies too. So now I want to show some kind of out-of-the-box ones since we talked about that, and y'all might have peeked at the PDF. I don't know if you talked about this when you did the introduction, but one of my sheets here, I've got a whole layout of what to do with that. If you take that vase and you turn over the pot, you've got all kinds of fun lamps. And I was so excited when Gina came out with the little, I'm going to find something to put it on back up to show it. So you doubt you have it with you.
Yeah,
but
what's
up set. So this was an incentive set that I bet a bunch of y'all earned already, but if not, I think it's $10.95 in the store. And it's got all these little light bulbs and greetings to make all different kinds of lamps. And it's got all these just perfect sentiments. So I just thought that was so fun to use it as a shade.
Melanie, you just blow my mind month after month after month. You're amazing. That is incredible. And you could do that with both of the pots in here, because this pot too would be a fantastic lamp shade too. Yeah. You know, like a hanging one. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
I hadn't tried that one yet, but yes, you could do that. So
how cute.
Ideas. And I forgot to mention also that this vase, it's got kind of a neck and then a different, kind of like a chunkier base, but you can invert it so that it looks like it has a little bit taller base and then no neck. So it's slightly different if you flip it over, but you can have the flowers coming out either way. And then here's one that I did. So just to show, I always love having stems work double duty as petals. So this is just with one of the kind of funkier, just round elements, and making a flower out of that. And then this is one of Beth's new greetings. I forget what her set is called. Autumn.
Yeah, absolutely autumn.
Absolutely autumn. So these are awesome. These big chunky greetings work great with all these different flowers. So I'm really getting excited about making fall cards. I just love earthy colors and so ready for fall weather. So I use that palette a lot. Here's another one just showing how you can make some different branches and then two-step on the leaves. And then these greetings are from, I believe, Argita's set, or Happy Flowers set. Okay, let me show you just a couple more real quick. Here's the butterfly one. So I noticed that the Beautiful Butterflies 2 is back in stock, so that's very exciting, but just a simple one. All right, so, and here's, I already showed Gina this one. This is one of her little Woodland Friend animals.
I love that. That uses the new Woodland Friends from our new kit. How cute is that with the lampshade on his head? Party like an animal.
You know, those college days, I remember one time Gina and I kind of talking about, you know, being the one running down the hall with a lampshade on their head. Neither one of us, but at least you would get that joke.
I kind of think that's a good guy card, too, for a birthday.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think a lot of guys would get a kick out of that.
I think so, too. And I think it just works the best on the bear. But these would also, when I was doing it, if you didn't make it askew, it would look really cute as a little kid's card with all these different little animals, because I love those little lamps that are shaped like animal bases, like for the base to be an animal. So that would be really, really cute.
That would be cute.
Okay, and then the last thing I thought of is using these like lanterns. So a little bit of Tangled with one of those new fun dies from one of the new Master Layout sets. And then this one would be really fun for a party, these little Chinese lanterns.
Oh, how cute. Oh, that's amazing.
I love these new clouds too. So
yeah, you like those?
The blending brushes and then just some gel pens there to hang them up. So.
Oh, that's so great. That is so awesome. Wow. And then I want to make sure that you guys know that for anybody that's newer to Gina K Designs, you may not know, Melanie has a YouTube channel. And honestly, you could go back 10 years and watch her videos. And even if those stamp sets aren't available anymore, you can use her brilliant techniques with new versions of stamps that have come out since that she's designed. We do retire things now and then, but then that gives our illustrators an opportunity to refresh that same theme. And you could go back to an old video and see how she used flowers there and use them with one of the new flower sets now. So make sure you check out her YouTube channel, Melanie Menchinger. You can also find her by clicking the About tab on our website. Click on her beautiful face, and all of her websites, her blog, everything will come right up and you can click and find her. And then Melanie, you have a tip sheet now. We've seen the tip sheet. So have you given that to Sammy yet?
I haven't passed it along to Sammy. I'll do it right after I get off of this. I loaded it into our Facebook group, and I just need to put it into the files, and then yes, we'll get it added on the website. So.
Perfect. So you'll be able to find it over on our Gina K Designs and Stamp TV Friends Facebook group. And then tomorrow sometime, Sammy will get it up on the website on the product. So when you go to her product, the picture will be there and you can find it there as well. Well, Melanie, you hit a home run here. I feel like I need to leave right now and go order more of these. This is so fantastic. You know, and people always say, you know, oh, I have a lot of flowers. I have a lot of flowers. But when you get a flower set where you can do all those additional fun things, like turn them into lamps and turn them into lanterns and just make a lampshade over an animal's head, that's a win for everybody. That's awesome. So let's take a look one more time at this stamp set. The overhead shot here, this is called Fresh Flowers. The stamp set and the coordinating die set, available now at GinaKDesigns.com. Melanie, thank you so much for being here with us.
Thanks for
always so
having
great.
me. I'm excited.
Yeah, I can't wait to see what you come up with. Stay tuned to Melanie's channel, her YouTube channel. She'll have some pretty cool things coming up soon. All right. You have a great night, and we'll see you again soon. All right. Bye. She is so much fun and so creative, right? Oh, my word. All right. Well, I'm going to show you one more stamp set, and then we have our final illustrator, who is waiting in the wings. And I know it's late for her because she's got a little baby. Maybe this is like early for her. Maybe this is like the first moment of the day that she can actually, for those of you with kids, right? Around 8 o'clock at night, you were like, okay, now it's my turn. But before we get to Hannah, I want to show you the brand new gorgeous set by Arjita Singh. Now, Arjita is known for the beautiful flowers that she designs for us, and this one is no exception. Let me zoom in just a little bit on this one. This is called Happy Flowers. I love this. There's something to me about this front-facing flower, this big, bold front-facing flower. And this giant one, you saw this in one of Melanie's cards. And then she's got this leaf element. Now, this one does come, well, there is a full die set available for this one. So it'll even cut out the largest image. And we even did a little shadow die for the happy, because we figured you probably are going to want to put that happy right over this flower. So you could cut the shadow out with vellum and then stamp that on top, maybe with some embossing ink or even just white cardstock or whatever color you're using. So this is called Happy Flowers. And it's got some really great greetings, including don't worry, be happy, happy for you, oh, happy day. You can just say happy day. You make me so very happy. Happy birthday to you and happy anniversary. So not only is this set beautiful to color or emboss and do the zig marker technique, Copic techniques, tons of Gamsol cards I can see out of this one, but you can also use all of these greetings with other cards and other stamp sets that you have, because there's some real good ones here. I don't know that I have enough anniversary stamps. That's one. And don't worry, be happy. I mean, that's a great, encouraging greeting, especially if you want to put a song in somebody's head for a couple days, right? I'm sure you're all singing it. So this set is by Arjita Singh, complete with a coordinating die set. Happy Flowers, available now at GinaKDesigns.com. All right. So we have our next guest waiting in the wings. Let's bring her in, the beautiful, the lovely, my other daughter, my third daughter.
Hi.
It's Hannah. Hi, Hannah.
I was so not prepared. Oh my gosh. Wait, sorry. My
Is
phone's
it too
gonna die.
early?
No, I was been waiting here, but like my phone's gonna die if I don't plug it in. I'm so sorry. Wow.
That's
Hello.
all right. This is, so for those of you who don't know, this is Hannah Drapinski, and Hannah is like, Hannah and her sister Emily, who did the little Cutie set, they are my third and fourth daughter, because they came and started working for me when they were both babies. And
I was 16.
yeah, we've been together for a long time. Yeah. And now she's got a baby of her own.
Yes.
Yeah.
Who's
And
asleep?
she's asleep?
Yes.
Is that rare?
Well, I mean, I've been trying to get her to bed by 7.
Well, good for you, Mama. That's good. That's
I'm
good for
trying.
you. Well, Hannah has been doing a monthly series of birthday flowers, and every month she releases a new birthday flower set. And this month is no exception here. She's got her July set, and it's called Stay Positive. And Hannah, I love this one. Let's take a look at this one. I absolutely love. Look at this flower. Oh my word. Now, for those of you that know how big our circle dies are, this is the biggest circle die we have. Look, the flower is still bigger. This is gigantic. And you know that I love these big, bold flowers. So tell us a little bit about this set and what the flowers are, so that we have a better idea of how to color them.
Well, the one on the left, I think maybe that's the left. Yes, that's the left.
Yes.
That is a Larkspur, and it took off 20 years of my life, I swear.
It's called a Larkspur?
I was dreading July just because of the Larkspur. I've never drawn one before. It took me quite a few days to get the nerve up to draw it. But yeah, that one was fun. The other ones are water lilies.
Oh, they're beautiful.
I love those because I love the colors that you can do with them, the pinks and the purples and all that. And the other one is just a really big blown up larkspur
This?
flower. Very
Oh,
big.
that's kind of cool. So is Larkspur the July flower?
Yes, and then water lily. I don't know, like there's this site that I found that tells you the birth flower for the month, and there's always 2. I don't know if that's right, but I like including 2, so
Well, that's nice.
do 2.
That gives more versatility to people when they want to buy a stamp set, that they have more flowers to choose from. And then again, this one, we did a big die set for this one. I think this is going to be fun to, like, I don't know, sometimes with a big flower, a single flower like this, I like to cut out the hole and stamp it in the hole and have it recessed in the card, you know? So I think that'll be fun for some of these giant flowers, but look how big that is. Oh my gosh,
It's so
these are
big.
gorgeous. The other thing I love about these big flowers that you're doing, Hannah, is that they're also really nice for home decor and for scrapbooking. You know, if you're doing a 12 by 12 and you want a big floral background, you don't want to use a stamp that big or you'll be stamping forever and you can't even see it. To have these big pastel line art flowers, it's so pretty in the background.
Yeah, and I like having it bigger just for painting too, because I paint everything that I do. And when it's so tiny, like it's not even fun, you know, like it's so hard and you have to get out like magnifying glasses to even see, you know.
It's great for some of the newer people out there when they're learning to watercolor, to have a little bit more space there to blend and to learn how to blend. Yeah, absolutely. I love the greetings in this. I'm so proud of you. Stay positive. Those are 2 really great greetings. I don't have a stay positive, and I don't have an I am so proud of you that I can remember. Plus it has July, because I keep thinking at the end of the year, I want to start making calendars and I'm going to use all your flower sets and make calendars.
That's a great idea.
I just love it. And
I
then
remember I forgot to put it in once, and you're like, "Can you add that in?"
I know, because I was
Sneak it
thinking
in
of
there among the petals.
my poor calendar was going to have a missing month.
I know. I'm sorry, I didn't know the plan. Didn't know your
So,
plan.
did you get a chance to paint any of these?
I did.
Oh,
I
we'd
did.
love to
I
see.
actually thought the release was last week, so I hurried and painted one on Monday afternoon because I was like, the release, and then I texted Sammy, and she's like, no, that's next week. I was like, oh, wow. I need help, but I made this one.
Oh, let's see it. We're going to get you up close. Oh, that is gorgeous. Wow.
It's a 5 by 7, so see how big the flowers work? I love it.
That's
And
perfect.
then I use the big ones and then the 2 little ones to make kind of like a little bouquet.
Oh, that is gorgeous. You know, a lot of our people in our group and here on YouTube have been talking a lot about 5 by 7s, and it's nice to have some big flowers for those bigger cards.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I like the 5 by 7. I got also the Larkspur I painted.
Oh, can you hold it up a little closer?
Sorry.
That's okay. Oh, that is gorgeous.
And then I did.
I want a big screen TV put in right now.
Then I put it in the circle, the flower.
Oh, that is brilliant. Wow. What did you
Ignore this nail, it's not painted.
How did
It's
you
so
get
random.
And did you splatter that with white, or is that part of your?
I usually do that to pretty much every single one that I do, just like a white paint. But yeah, that's what I did. That's what I made.
They are gorgeous. Can you show them one more time and just hold them up as closer to the camera if you can? I know that your orientation is a little you're vertical, so you got to go right in the center. Yeah. Oh, that's beautiful. I love all that shading in there. And I love your watercolor background too. That's beautiful.
Thank you. And then we got this one. This guy had to cut off the tail because it was too long. But it's perfect for 5 by 7s.
What size card is that? Is that an A2 card?
This is an A2, yes.
So that's the smaller one. But yeah, you could do a couple of those on a 5 by 7.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to, but time
and then
ran quite.
Oh, that's so beautiful.
We got that one.
I love that. Hannah, you always amaze us with your painting. I someday I'm going to have you come and teach me to paint like you.
I'd love to.
Yeah. And thank you so much for another beautiful set. Now, for those of you collecting these sets every month, you need your birthday flowers, you need your calendar month. And this one's now available at ginakdesigns.com. We'll take another look at it again. This is called Stay Positive, gorgeous 6x8 stamp set with the Larkspur and the water lilies. And then also it has a coordinating die set for those of you that love to cut your flowers out. Well, Hannah, thank you so much. I know you're so busy with a baby and to make time, and you have she has her own, she's got a fantastic Instagram. You guys have to check out her Instagram. It's not a card making Instagram. Hannah does some of the neatest crafts. And if you like to just watch other crafts, she buys clothing like denim jackets and stuff, and she paints the clothing. She also she's a great thrifter. And she finds amazing clothes, and then she like cleans them up and does things to them, and then she sells them too. So you can always pick up some really cool vintage pieces at Hannah's Instagram. I
didn't know that was going to be in the background. Sorry, I was panicking about the phone dying situation, but we're good. It didn't die.
It's not a problem. That's your store right there. So you're just tuning in from work.
Sorry.
No problem. It was so great to see you. Give your beautiful baby girl a big squeeze and a hug from Grandma Gina.
Oh, I will. I'll give her lots of kisses.
All right, Hannah. Thank you so much for joining us, and thanks for another beautiful set. All right, we'll see ya. Okay, bye. Well, that is amazing. Another fantastic set. There's just not enough hours in the day, right? Hannah's Instagram is called, it used to be called Hanlon Art, but I'll tell you what, again, go to our About Us page and you can click on the little icon, her Instagram icon, and that should take you to her Instagram account. All right, so now it is time to show you the brand new kit. I'm really excited about the kit. And then after I show you the kit, I'm going to show you the 2 master layouts die sets, and then we'll get into a project, okay? All right, so let me zoom out just a little bit, and I'll zoom out here and go to the overhead. I don't know how much I've zoomed. There we go. Okay, so this is the brand new kit. We were originally just going to put master layouts in here, and then we decided no, everybody was going to want to cut everything out. So we decided to do master layouts as a separate thing. This way you can decide if you want them or not. But this kit is one of the biggest kits we've ever done. It's got 2 big 6x8 stamp sets, a 4x6 stamp set. It's got 2 really big die sets. I had to kind of shrink this down a little bit because these are not very small. They look really tiny here, but they're a decent size. It's got cardstock, and when you buy the kit, you get this bonus this time, and this is the brand new Large Wreath Builder template. So this kit is it's over $125 value for $59.95. When all these things go in separately, it's going to be over $125 to get these. So I just want to show you each of the elements here. Now, like all of our kits, it comes with this nice storage box. I forgot to add the cost of that in there because that does cost something, and they're really useful. I like to use my storage boxes to keep all of the components of my kit together. But you can also use them later to store your 8.5 by 11 cardstock, or you can put projects together. Like, here's a Christmas card I want to do. I got all my cardstock, my stamps, my dies for that. Then I have another one over here, and I'm going to make that for Valentine's Day. And it's a great way to organize your projects. Okay, so you do get the index sheet, and hold on to that because that tells you what all the stamp sets are and everything. And then I'm going to show you the cardstock first. So I love these colors. We did some Lucky Clover, which is a fantastic green for trees and grass and things like that. We also wanted to mix in some blue raspberry because that is a color that we have not done in a kit in a very long time. We wanted to show you some of our blue that isn't more of a teal, that's more of a bright, vibrant blue. Then we had to throw in a couple autumn colors in here because I don't know what it is. I'm just feeling it a little bit. We've got Tangerine Twist, and we've got our, what is this called, Tom? Plum Punch, I believe.
Yes.
Yep, Plum. I don't know why I don't know my colors tonight. Oh my gosh. Well, you know what's happening. I'm getting electrocuted, I think, by my earpiece. I have my earpiece stuffed in the part of the earpiece. It's in my bra and it keeps slipping. Apparently my bra can't support anything, even an earpiece. So I'm starting to lose consciousness here. Okay, so these are the colors of cardstock. You get 2 sheets of each of these. These all have matching envelopes too if you're looking for envelopes. We sell the A2 envelopes in these colors. Okay, so let's start with the first set that I sneak peeked. This is Woodland Friends, and I absolutely love this. Now, we've done other animals that are similar in style in the past. Some of them have retired. Some of them are still in our collection. So it's always fun to be able to mix and match images, and these do coordinate with some of our other animals out there. But I just love these. They all go together. They're great for spring and summer cards, and they go all the way into fall. We have a deer, we have a little fox, a little raccoon, we have a squirrel, a bear, and an owl. And then lots of fun, quippy greetings. You're so dear to me. You're a very good friend. Thankful for you. Hello, dear friend. I can't wait to give you a bear hug. That's a good one. After being shut in for 18 months, I think that I can't wait to give a lot of people a bear hug. I'm nuts about you. Hey, Foxy friend. Sending you a hedge hug. There's a little hedgehog and a mushroom. Happy birthday. Congratulations. From all of us, a big thank you. You're a hoot. Thanks for owl, you do. And then party like an animal. That's where Melanie got that greeting for her bear with the lampshade head. So this also has a full coordinating die set. So let me get that out of the bag here. Normally all of our dies fit on one board, but we needed a board and a half for these. So here are all the dies. You can even cut out the branch. Now, if you don't want to stamp the branch, you still can use this branch. Just do a little wood graining and cut it out by itself. So there's a couple different ways to use that, and I'll be showing you some of that in the future. So that has a coordinating die set, which you're going to get a lot of love and use out of. Then we have... This is one of those sets that I must get 5 emails a week, people asking, when are we going to do another Mandala Maker? Finally, I told Rena if she didn't do another Mandala Maker, I was going to scream and ground her and not get her anything for Christmas. So she did a new Mandala Maker. So look at this set. Look at how many elements are in this. Now, what I love about this Mandala Maker, I don't know. Somebody's asking if the words fit in the branch. That's a really good question. I don't think that they do. I think the branch is a little bit tight here, but they may fit into just a cutout branch. So that would be very cute. Okay, so this Mandala Maker, what I love about this is we don't just have Mandala style images, but we also have florals in here and even things that look a little bit like snowflakes. So this can be used year round. If you wanted to do a big wreath of snowflake looking components, you could mix and match these together and do a big bold holiday greeting in the middle. If you wanted to do flowers, there are beautiful flowers in here that you can use with branches and cute little swirls, things like that. Lots of little flowers in here and some very, very pretty leaves that you can mix in there as well. And then it's got some really interesting pieces that weren't in the first set, kind of crowns that you can do. Instead of doing circular mandalas, you can do like a circle, but then you can build it up at the top and build it down at the bottom to do a more graphic kaleidoscope kind of thing, more of a, I don't know, there's so many different ways that you can use this, and we're going to show you lots of things that you can do. Then it's got this really ornate circle element. I love that. And then Rena also put this circle element in there for the times where you need to fill the center, but you don't want that kind of greeting. So maybe you want to fill the center, but then you want to do a strip sentiment across with a flag. That would work great for that. Now this circle here, all of the stamps from our incentive, the new It's All About You, fit inside of this circle. So you can see they all fit in there. And because of the style of print, it's a very classic print. It doesn't lean to feminine or masculine. It's very generic. It can be used for anybody. It's just nice and crisp and clean. So we decided to do that because I'm a firm believer that when you make these mandala cards, am I saying that right, Tom? Mandala or Mandala? Mandala Maker. That's the way I say it. I don't know. Maybe it's wrong. But I think that when you make these kinds of cards, they're just good for anybody and everybody. The other thing I love about the elements in this set that are a little different from the Mandala Maker one, the original one, is a lot of these are open images, which means you can color these and shade these and make these more vibrant and use them for home decor pieces like coasters and just things that you hang on the wall. So I think that for those of you that like that more solid kind of stamping, you can certainly do that because she made sure that the lines were thick enough. But if you want to do coloring, there is more open spaces. So you're going to get much more subtle shading with this set. So I just love this one. I am jazzed about it. I cannot wait to use this. And I will definitely do a live featuring this set so you can see how to piece all of these together. Okay, so that's the Mandala Maker. And then the final set, this is Alicia's new set. This is called Stained Glass Flowers. So let me pull this out of the package. Less glare this way. This is the new Stained Glass Flowers. Now these flowers are remarkably big for being a 4x6 stamp set, and these greetings are perfect for the center of wreaths. They're a really nice size. They will work with our circles dies. You can see that's just a nice size with our circle die. And you can use these also with the original Wreath Builder if you have that and you want something smaller, because there are some smaller elements in here. But if you want to make a bigger wreath or you want to use it for your 5x7s, your 6x6 cards, these are nice, big, and chunky. They'll be great for emboss resist, but they're also fantastic for coloring. So we did a little bit more coloring with this kit. We've been doing lots of silhouettes and solid stamping kinds of things, but I think we're gonna have a little bit of fun coloring with this. And I'll have to do a little prep work for some of the lives so they're not just lives full of coloring. But I think you're gonna enjoy seeing these with the new Wreath Builder and mixed and matched with the Woodland Friends. Now this one needed its own half sheet, half die magnet for this. And you can see how many dies are in here as well. So you can cut out all of the elements down to the stems and make floral bouquets or pop up certain elements and images. Now, for those of you that have been following along with the mural that Alicia is painting in our building here, she's painted these flowers on the wall, and I showed some pictures in our Facebook group, and I'll show more, especially when it's all done. She's almost done. So you get all of these stamps, all of these dies, and here is the free bonus gift for purchasing the kit. You get this Large Wreath Builder template. Now, let me tell you about this template. Let's just go to my front shot because I really need to look at you when I tell you about this. So you guys know that we came out with the original Wreath Builder several years ago, and it makes great 3 3/4 inch cards and great 4-inch square cards. You can also use them on A2 size cards, but they're smaller wreaths. And then people were asking for bigger wreaths. They wanted like home decor style wreaths where you could do something and put it on the wall. And we came up with the Mega Wreath Builder. But for the Mega Wreath Builder, you do need the Memory Misty, that gigantic 12x12 Misty to make it work. And a lot of you got that, and you're making beautiful home decor pieces. But now we have this third group of people, I'm included in that group, who love doing the small ones, love doing the big ones, but now we're starting to get into these bigger cards. So we don't need them to be super big, but we need them to be bigger than an A2. Now, in order to do a Wreath Builder template that would fit completely in a Misty, the biggest one we could do was the one that we already did. Otherwise, you had to jump up to the next size Misty. So I put a lot of thought into how to do this and make bigger wreaths using the original size Misty. And our poor stencil manufacturer, they sent me so many different variations of this until we got it exactly right, because I just kept changing it and tweaking it until it was perfect. So I'm going to demonstrate that for you tonight so you know how to use this. I'm really excited about this. This is probably one of my favorite things in this release. So let me move this stuff out of the way here. We're going to use some of this tonight in my card. And I am going to show you how to use this. Now, before I do, I have to show you the master layouts, okay? So this way I can use some of those in the card tonight as well. So let's go back to the overhead. Now, master layouts have become a big hit with everybody because it really does make card making easy. And a lot of you were asking for mini slimlines. Mini slimline cards are all the rage right now. It is a very interesting size card. It's not so big that, you know, you need all kinds of images and stuff, you know. They're really, really cute. Let me show you what a mini slimline card size is, what it looks like. This is the size of a mini slimline. So it's tall and slim. It is the exact size as like a check, you know, kind of like you write a check to somebody. And it's adorable. It's got a little more room to write your greeting in there. And it's just a neat size. It's not as, you know, it's not as squatty as an A2, but it gives you some ways to do more floral, viney kind of things, stacking animals on top of each other. So mini slimlines are a really neat size. Now, there's a couple people do different sizes of mini slimlines, but this is the size that I do. This is a 6.5 inch by 6 1/4 inch piece of cardstock. So you can get one of these out of your 8.5 by 11, and then you score it at 3 1/4 inches, and it makes this size. So we decided to make it easy for everybody, and we did the master layouts in the mini slimline. So this is what it looks like, the master layout 7. I'm showing you 7 before 6. I know I'm out of order, but there's a reason for that. And I want to show you what all these pieces look like cut out together. So you have lots of dies in here. So you have this tall border that's stitched. Let's just zoom in even more so you guys can see this better. So you've got this tall border that's stitched, nice deep stitching. And again, it's all of our stitches are the same among our entire master layouts dies. So everything coordinates really well. And then it's got the layering piece, because you know me, I cannot make a card unless I have a layer. So that is the way it layers. And here's what it looks like on the mini slimline. So it still gives you that little bit of a wide border, which you guys know I love. I love that little bit of a wide border. Well, we can add that. It's okay. If it doesn't say it on the website that it's mini slimline, we can add mini slimline in the title. You can definitely do that. So I'm going to just tape these pieces that I pre-cut out just so that you can see the way they look together. Okay. And then I'm going to tape it right onto my card so you can see the way that looks together. All right. So again, I didn't cut a very clean card base, but you guys get the idea, right? Okay. So that's what that looks like. That's a really interesting little card, isn't it? An interesting style card. I'm going to take my earpiece out. I don't need to hear anybody anymore. And I'm going to detach it from my bra, and it's stuck down in my underwear. And I'm telling you, I'm getting my hair's raising. All right. I feel better now.
Easy does it.
I feel better now. Okay. So these are the two pieces, the big pieces. Then we have these smaller pieces, which I think make really cute little windows. So you have the layering piece and the stitched square. That makes a cute little window for your card. All right. And you can, of course, you can put it in the middle and you can decorate with borders. You don't have to use it at all. You can stamp a big floral image on here, but this comes with this die set. Okay. All right. I'm going to put those together. I'm just going to lay that right here for now, just so that you can see how that looks. So you could have your little animals in there. Of course, you know, I did them in these colors just so that you could see everything. TMI, I'm sorry, Karen. You know, it is what it is. The one thing about me is there's no secrets. If you're here, you're going to hear it all. Okay, and this is one of my favorite elements for this mini Slimline is this label element. So you've got this beautiful label that has the stitching that coordinates. And then you've got a small stitched circle, which is great for tiny greetings. And I know a lot of you have tiny greetings and they just get lost on your big layering pieces. So this is perfect for those tiny, tiny greetings that you have. And then it's got this layering piece for that. And these all tuck right in there perfectly. So you get the stitching around that. Isn't that pretty? That label element can be used for a lot of things, but it's perfect for the mini Slimline. So let's put this on the card just so that you can see what it looks like. All right. You can put it anywhere you want. You can put it right in the middle. Let's put it right in the middle of the card. Okay. There we go. And you can see that stitching lines up. Oops, there we go. Perfectly. Because of the way that we designed that. I take credit for that. Take credit for something. Okay, so now I'm going to put this piece in the center. Okay. And that little hump at the top and the bottom wraps perfectly around the circle. And then you have the stitched little circle here in the center. So you can imagine with wreath building, you could have a spray coming up on the top and a spray coming down on the bottom. This is also a great money holder card. So you can use this master layout set for a lot of Christmas cards where you've got those kids, those teenagers who you don't know what they want. They just want money. Money is great for this, or putting a check in there. You don't have to fold it. And I want to show you something else that we just came out with. Mini Slimline envelopes. So they're all white. We decided to just do all white because you definitely can decorate them, but we didn't want to have a million colors to choose from, at least at first. We want to see how the mini Slimline trend goes. So we started with white. They're kind of cool because they open at the top, and these are self-adhesive. And so you can see this slips right in there. And it's the perfect size. Now, I have sent myself one of these in the mail with a stamp, didn't get charged any additional postage because if you go to Walgreens, they have a size that's almost the same. It's like a few millimeters different. I don't even know if the mini Slimlines fit in it or not, but it's a few millimeters different, and it's called a check envelope, and it's for mailing a check or a payment, and there's no additional postage. So I don't believe there'll be any additional postage. If you're worried about it, go down to the post office and ask your postal worker if this will go. But I would take, personally, I took my chances and it went through just fine. So if you like the mini Slimline look, you can pick up a pack of envelopes. I'm not sure how many are in here, but let me count them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So you get a pack of 8 of these. So that's a great start to start your mini Slimline adventure with us here at Gina K Designs. Okay, and you know, the long Slimline dies, we're thinking about doing them. There are a lot of them out there, but those are some big cards. And I think if you're starting in Slimline, this is a nice transition from a regular A2 to a Slimline. So let's start with this and see how it goes. And maybe down the line, we'll do the bigger ones, but mini Slimlines. Okay, so that is Master Layout 7. Now I want to show you Master Layout 6. I designed Master Layout 6 totally because of this kit. And totally because these are elements that I have wanted for years and years and years in the Gina K Designs collection. And we just didn't have them. And I've been coming up with all kinds of weird ways to do these things. But I really just wanted our own set. So this is the Master Layouts Build a Scene set. So I want to show you these dies. Do I have them laying out here? I don't. So I'm going to open these dies because I want to show them to you. So let's take a look here. This is Build a Scene. Now I've cut all of these out because I'm going to use them in my card tonight anyway. But this is one of those die sets that if you like buying from lots of companies, there's lots of companies out there, tons of companies that have cute animal sets, and you probably have other ones in your collection. We also have a lot of cute animal sets in our collection, and I just never had the right elements for them. So this I love. So I want to show you the dies first, and then I want to show you what they look like cut out, and I want to show you what happened by accident. This is a happy accident. I told Sammy today that about this happy accident, and I said, I'm going to take credit for it, like I really thought this out, but I can't do it. I can't lie to you guys ever, ever. So this was really a happy accident. All right, so you've got several different things with this Master Layouts Build a Scene set. You've got a couple of different pine trees. Now, I did 2 different pine trees because I think this set is going to be great for Christmas cards too. So if you wanted to do a row of pine trees, you didn't want them to all be the same, right? This gives you some versatility. But then we also did a puffy tree. So this gives you the... let's see, here's the trunk, and there's 2 different trunks. So this way you can do more than one puffy tree and it'll make them look different. You can cut it out this way and you can use it this way, and then you can cut it out again and flip it around and you'll have the opposite puffy tree if you want to do it that way. So there's 2 different tree trunks for the puffy tree. There is the sunshine, which way you see this cut, it is so cute. Then we have 2 different clouds, but I want to tell you, this could also be a cloud, and this could be a layered puffy tree. So if you wanted to, you could layer these together with 2 different greens and then put this up on there. Or if you ever see one of those cool trees that's kind of flat toward the top, you can also do something like that. So the clouds and the trees are kind of mix and match. Then we have a moon element because you can't have a sun without the moon, right? You need them. They go together. And of course, sometimes you want to do a nighttime card. Then, let's see here. We have grass. And then we have mountains. And we have hills. All in one set. Tell me this isn't like the biggest Build a Scene die set you've ever seen. Yes, you could definitely do that for a tree vertical. That would be an adorable tree. That's a brilliant idea. Who just said that? It went by too fast. That is a great idea. Oh, yes. Sue. Sue Wizanewski. That's a great idea. All right, now I want to show you what these look like cut out because I cut out a bunch of them, and then I'll show you my happy mistake, or my happy, not mistake, but my happy find. So look how cute the sun is. Let's put these on white so you can see how cute it is. So there's the sun. I love that sun. And here are the clouds. I'll do those over here. And honestly, you know, if you've got that up against a blue sky, you can take one, and then you can put the sun in front of that, and then you can put a cloud in front of that and just build this adorable sky, right? I love these. Okay. And then you've got the moon. So I tried to cut these out in colors I thought would be sunny and moony. I think doing a lot of ink blending and getting some, you know, shading in there will be fun too. Okay, so I cut 2 trees out, and I wanted to show you how you use the same branch, the same trunk, and then you just pop the green on top of it, right, to make your trunk. Oh my goodness. It's because I'm on top of the dies. I'm not flat here. But you can make your tree trunks that way. Then we also have this kind of tree that you can pop that on and have a summery tree. Now remember, we're going into fall, so you can use your prickly pear and your faded brick and your tomato soup to make trees too. So you can have lots of autumn trees. And then this one, we'll just stick that under there. Okay. And of course, you can adjust how much of a trunk you want to see, or no trunk at all. Some of you don't want to see a trunk at all. Now, here's where my happy mistakes came in. So when I did the grass die, I didn't realize when you cut it, this is what it looks like when it cuts, right? That you can do this cute little layering thing. So you can cut these in 2 different greens and then mix and match them to do layered grass. Isn't that cute? I love that. It gives you more grass, and your little guy's feet can go in between the grass. So I love that. That was so fun. Same thing with this. I cut a hill, and of course, I think we're frozen, Tom. So we're going to go out and come back in. Don't go away. Well, that was annoying. I'm sorry about that. We had to shut down our system, and then it took a couple minutes to boot back up. So thank you for waiting. We see that only about 100 of you left. I hope you guys come back. So sorry, 200 of you left, but there's still a lot of you here. Okay, so let's go back to the overhead, and we're just going to pick up. So I cut the grass, and of course you can cut these hills, you know, and you can mix and match. This will go all the way down to 0, you know, depending on where you cut it. So you can, you know, do these in different ways. But I thought, okay, but I can also do a valley, right? The other side makes a really cool valley. It also makes a really cool border for your card if you wanted to have a cool border going along the sides of your card. So you can use them for that. You can mix and match them where you've got a hill in the background and then a little valley scooping down. But my favorite one is this. I cut the mountains and the same thing. Look at how cool this is. So here are the mountains. I did these in gray, and then you can have other mountains. And then you can take a sponge with a little white ink and just touch it to the tops, and they will look like snow-capped mountains. And you'll be able to differentiate the front ones from the back ones. Of course, another great way to do that is just by using a lighter gray or a darker gray. Okay, so this is the master layout set. This is number 6, and this is our Build a Scene set. So it does have a lot of dies in there and a lot of fun. So I hope that you guys like these master layout sets. I was going to only do this one and save the mini Slimlines, but I have too many ideas for mini Slimline cards, so we had to do them both. And we did get a lot of them, so hopefully everybody who wants one will get one. Now I'm going to put these aside here, and now we're going to talk about wreath building. So it is time to talk about it. Let's go to the overhead. So now here is my original Misty. And I know over in the UK and over in other countries, you have other platforms as well. This, you know, I love the Misty. I use the Misty all the time. I wanted to make sure it fit in the original Misty because I know most of our US friends have the Misty and love it. So you can see that this Wreath Builder template fits inside the Misty, but you can see how big, compared to our regular Wreath Builder templates, how big of a wreath that you can actually make. Now, what I want to show you is a couple different things. The first thing I want to show you is if you want to make the biggest one, and here are what the sizes are. The sizes are 5 3/4 of an inch, and then you can go to 5 1/4 of an inch, and then you can go down to 4 3/4 of an inch. Now, for those of you that want really big wreaths, I mean, a 5 3/4 of an inch card is pretty big. If you have a 6 by 6 card base, that's going to be pretty big. If you're making like, I mean, this is a big square card, and that wouldn't even fit on that. But for those of you that use the scrapbooking paper, the 12 by 12, and you cut it in half, you get a 6 by 6 card base. This will be a great size wreath for that. But also, here, this card is a 5 1/2 inch by 5 1/2 inch card. Look at how big that is. I mean, that is the 5 1/4 inch size. I even like the smaller one on that, where you can do a little matte layer. You can just cut it out, and you can do a little matte layer. But for the sake, well, let's go with this bigger one. We'll go with the middle size one, the 5 1/2 by 5 1/2. All right. So this is the largest one, the 5 3/4 by 5 3/4. I do recommend whenever you're using the Wreath Builder templates that you tape them down onto your Misty so that they don't move around, because there's no sense in having a stamp positioner and then having this shifting around. You're going to not get the results you want. So this is the biggest one. Now, you don't have to have this one in order to wreath build. Okay? You don't have to do this if you don't want to do this. You can take the big one out, and you can pop that right against the side, and you can just tape the star down. That's all you have to do. So it's not as complicated by having to line them all up if you don't want to, but you definitely want to tape them down. So I'm going to tape it there, and I'm going to tape it down here like this, just to make sure it doesn't shift. All right. And this is my medium size one. So here are the 3 sizes of wreaths that you can make. And I'm going to use the one in the middle. Okay. Now, different than the original Wreath Builder, in the original Wreath Builder, we would put it into the square position and we would place our stamp over here. What we're going to do this time is we're going to start right here. Okay. And we're going to put the magnet down. We don't care that this is hanging out of the edge. It's all right. And we're just going to turn the Misty this way. So now we have a star, basically, right? Just like we had before. And we're going to start by putting our element over on this side instead of this side, because you don't want to put it over here because that's outside of the Misty. So we're going to start over on this side. Now, for my card tonight, I actually want to do something cute where I have an animal in the center. So I just want to kind of see where I'm going to cut my center out. I don't know if I want to use this one. I don't know. I don't know exactly what I want to use. I could use this really big one and make a wreath that goes all the way around the outside and do more than one animal. Or I could just have one animal with a little scene in there. So maybe I'll do that just for show, okay? Now you can start your wreath here or you can start your wreath here. All right, now I took my magnet out because it was grabbing my die and I don't want it to do that. So I just want to see where my die is going to cut. So I'm going with my biggest die, and I'm going to use this set for flowers because I don't want to color tonight because we've already been on for well over an hour and a half. So I'm going to start with the leaf. And remember, this is a brand new set, so I might have to condition the stamps just a little bit. So I think what I'm going to do here is I'm going to position it right here like this. Okay. You could also start at the top if you want, but that's about where I'm going to position it. And then I can move this out of the way, put my magnet down, and I can pick it up with the door of the Misty. Okay, so now I can go back to a position that feels more comfortable because I know that my stamp is in the right position. And I just need to make sure that my ends are inside the template. Now I have a bunch of different colors here. I think I'm going to do fresh asparagus as my color. Actually, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to do Lucky Clover because I think I cut my grass with Lucky Clover, so I want my greens to match. So I'm going to start with Lucky Clover. I'm going to ink this stamp up really well, and I'm going to stamp it. Okay. Now I'm going to take this out of the Wreath Builder, and I'm going to turn it to the next position. Okay. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to stamp it again. I'm going to do the same thing again. I'm going to move that point down to here. And you can see that now the stamped part is going off the outside. We don't care about that. We don't need to work with that right now. But this is allowing us to do really big wreaths without needing that really big Misty. And I have the really big Misty, and I love it. But I also know that not everybody can afford it. Not everybody has the space for it. Some of you have smaller stamping spaces and you just don't want to have a tool that big. Some of you love it because you do scrapbooking and you want that big surface, and I get that. I love it too. But this is a way that everybody can make big wreaths. So I think that's pretty fun. Okay. All right. So now again, you just keep moving that top point to the next point and make sure it's lined up at the bottom. So this isn't really that difficult to do. It just looks weird when you take it out of the package. You're like, wait, I don't know how to do this because it doesn't look like the old one. So I'm moving this point to that point. You're just working your way down. And I'm going very slow because I want everybody, especially new people, if you're just starting and you haven't seen this tool before, this is way more confusing looking than the original, right? All right, and then this point to that point, just keep moving it. And here's our final one, and we've completed our wreath. Now I'm going to show you how to do sprays on this coming up in videos and all kinds of things, but look how nice and big that is. I love it. All right, so I need to get my tidy towel out because I want to clean my stamp. Okay, and now we're going to pick another stamp. These are kind of big flowers for this, but we could overlap if we wanted, but maybe I'll just do the small ones. I'll do the small ones tonight. We'll go around. Let's see, we can put this one here. We'll start with that. And should we do something that feels a little more autumny or not? I want to make sure that's in right. You always want to make sure your position is placed in the two corners. Okay. So let's see. I think because I'm doing nature, I think I'm going to stick with some warmer tones. So I think I'm going to use like tomato soup and maybe even a purple in there. So let's just see how this goes. So I'm doing a little flower here. And again, I'm just going to move that to the next point. So this is fun. Now, I've talked a lot about wreath building in the past and how, You know, the thing about the wreaths, making wreaths, is it's a great mojo starter. If you don't know what to make, you don't have to really make anything. The wreath is the design. But with the larger format wreath builder, if you don't have mojo, just make a bunch of wreaths and just hang tight, because when you do get some mojo and you want to create some scenes in the center of these wreaths, you can, because they're big and they've got a lot of room for that. And that's something I really love, is the idea that you can put a whole scene in the center of this, and this kind of takes the place of maybe a background pattern or a pattern paper or an embossing folder. It gives you stuff going on around the outside of your scene. And the cards will be very different than cards you've ever made before. I think that's what's fun. Sometimes we just need something new and just a new way to do something.
Gina, will the Wreath Builder work with Tim Holtz?
Yes, it will. Yes, it will. It absolutely will. The only tool that I know that it won't work with are the minis, like the mini Misty. And I think Tim Holtz might have a real tiny tool, and I don't think it works with that. But the regular one doesn't either. So you definitely do need the original, or, you know, the original Tim one. Okay, so now let's just add a little purple flower in here. We could do it anywhere, really. Could we do it there, you think? I don't know. Yeah, I think we can. But I think I'd rather see it here. Even though we can connect it to the end there, I think I'd rather see it there. So let's use Wild Lilac, because Wild Lilac feels like an autumn purple to me. So does Vintage, what is the other one? Oh, Eggplant. Eggplant feels like that too. Plum Punch feels like that too. But there's something about adding that little touch of purple that is just so pretty and so fun. And remember too, with wreath building, less is more. You really, a lot of times people say, I don't know, I made a wreath and it just looked like, I don't know, just too much. And usually it's because it's just too many images. You really only need about 3 to 4 images at the most with wreath building, unless you're really like going far out and far in, then you need more. But for this kind of wreath, less is more. I like these colors together too. Tomato Soup and Wild Lilac and Lucky Clover. I think Fresh Asparagus would be a nice green too. And if I was going to make this card over, I might cut all my grass and tree elements out of Fresh Asparagus instead. But I'm already in, and I don't want to recut everything tonight. So we'll just do it this way. Okay. So now you guys know how simple this wreath builder is to use. Super simple. Okay. There we go. We've got a beautiful wreath. It feels very complete, doesn't it? It's got, you know, it feels filled in. It doesn't feel too sparse, but it's not overly complicated. So that is how you use this template. So I hope that that helps, and I hope you understand it. And again, it's not going to be my last wreath builder video, because I want to show you how to use this part too. So I'll show you that in another video, but there's a way that you use this. You can use it to line up your stamps, and you can also use it to line up your centers. So when we're doing mandala making, this piece is going to become crucial. And so you definitely want to have that.
Make an envelope for that?
For the bigger cards, yeah, you probably would have to make your own envelope. I mean, I'm sure there are places to buy the bigger envelopes. I haven't gotten into that yet. I just got into the mini Slimline, so I'm starting slow. But down the line, if we're doing a lot of 5x7s and 6x6 cards, I will definitely look into getting some envelopes in our colors as well. Okay. Hey, it's me again. We're back. Yes, thank you for being patient. You know, we can see your comments and stuff. So we know what's going on. We know that something happens, and for some reason we can still see the comments and we can still communicate with you in the comments. So hopefully you guys are seeing that. All right, so that gave me time to get my die cutting machine and you didn't have to watch me struggle. So let's go to the overhead. So what I have here is I have my big circle die, and I'm going to cut the center of this out. So let's do that. Now you could measure it a little better than I'm doing here, but I am. Thank you guys for being so kind and patient. So now I've cut that wreath out. And I think I did pretty good because I just overlapped a little bit. I could actually save this for something else. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of black cardstock because Wendy might be watching. I was teasing Wendy the other day at work. I said, Wendy, everybody is very upset with you not wanting me to use black cardstock. And she said, I know, I saw that. I didn't mean that. You can do whatever you want. So no hate for Wendy. We love Wendy. All right. So what I did here is I cut a little piece of black cardstock, and I'm going to use the smaller of the two circles. So the double stitched, and I'm going to cut that out here. Okay. So bear with me. You'll see my method of madness here. Alrighty. And then I'll keep that for another thing. And then what this is going to do is this is going to create a little border on the inside. Now, you probably can't see that, so let's look at it that way. See what I did? Creates a really elegant little border on the inside. Oh, you're so sweet. Thank you so much for suggesting a thumbs up. I will never argue with you there. I would appreciate if you feel like giving us a thumbs up. We would love a thumbs up for this video. But we also understand it can be frustrating with all the issues that we're having. So if you don't give us a thumbs up, we'll understand. We'll just be devastated. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut a black layer because I want to cut a little thin layer that goes on the back. So this is 5 1/4 inches. I'm going to go to 5 3/8 inches. So we'll just cut that little border here. I'm going to have to come out with a Jumbo Master Layouts to cut these layers for the jumbo wreaths. Oh my goodness, that's a lot of steel. Luckily, these are nice flat things. All right, let's put a little bit of tape on the back of this now. We'll just put it right around here. And then we'll get this layer on there. I need to see what I'm doing. So I need that white piece. Okay. Excuse my head if it's in the way. I really got to see this. That's pretty good, right? Pretty close. That just gives me my cute little, I feel like that really just sets it up nice, right? Okay. So now we're going to build a little scene behind here. So let's get the hill. We're going to put a hill in. So we can trim this down. We don't need to be messing around with all of this. Let me get some scissors here. All right, we'll just cut this down a little bit. Don't have to cut it much. And we're going to create a little hill back there. Okay. We'll just tape that down. You can also use glue for these kinds of things if you like glue more than you like tape. So we'll put our hill there. Okay. Then we're going to use a little bit of blue back there because we're going to make the sky. And this, you know, I know a lot of you guys are awesome colorists and you can like really do blending and all of that stuff. But for those of you that are like me and you kind of like the more kindergarten approach, which I love the kindergarten approach. Now, you make this like a shadow box. You know, you could pull this up and have some 3-dimension in there if you want. But just for the sake of this card, let's give that a little bit more thought. Before we do that, we'll do one like that down the line. we'll just make this one a little bit more simple. So now I'm going to put some tape along the whole thing. And then I'm going to attach the whole thing to this blue piece. Okay, there we go. So now I have my sky, my little scene in here, right? Okay, so now we're going to make it a nice sunny day. I could have cut this sun out with tomato soup. I didn't think of that. And I probably could have put the sun in here first. So let's just pop this apart. It should be still a little forgiving, maybe not. All right, well, we could just put the sun like that too. Or we could just trim it. Should we just trim it? I really want to get it in there. I'm going for it. I am going to pull it apart.
Leverage.
There we go. I want to slip it under there. There we go. That's where I want it. It had to be under there. And then we'll do a little cloud just in front of the sun like that. Okay. Now we could do this, the cloud behind the sun. Should we put the cloud behind the sun, you guys? Should it be a bright sunny day like that? Let's do that. There we go. Okay. So now we've got our little scene back there. This is kind of cute. Tom, did you show your face? I see everybody saying hi, Tom.
Yes, I did.
Aw.
Hey, now, can you put the cloud behind the sun? Is there ever a cloud but that's behind the sun?
Oh, I guess there isn't. All right. There we go. How's that? Is that better?
I'm no physics professor, but
yeah, I guess that really wouldn't work, would it? All right. The cloud is going in front of the sun. You got me. You got me. You got me. Okay.
that's it. I'm done.
You know what would be cute? Let's take this cloud off and let's pop a cloud up with a little foam square. I got to do it. I wasn't going to like do all the fancy stuff tonight, but got to do it. Okay. All righty. Thanks for your patience, everybody.
That really looks fun.
It really is fun. Now we could do a little tree here if we wanted. Put it over here. And this would be one of those great times where we should do different greens. But instead of doing the tree right now, because I would want to mix greens, I think I'm going to stamp my little animal. Let's just get right into the stamping. So let's do the little squirrel and let's do I'm Nuts About You because he's so cute. He's cute too, this little guy here. All right. I like the deer too, but I think the deer might be a little big for this particular one. The fox. Hey, Foxy friend. Let's do the fox because we can make the fox the same color as the tomato soup and we'll make it a foxy friend. Okay, so we're going to stamp this and I'm going to just be brave and stamp it with a block. I love having you guys here. Thank you for being here and hanging out with me.
What do you say we do an all-nighter?
We do stamping all night? Pajamas? Pajama stamping?
All night.
All night long. I like that. Well, I would like that, but we have to get up in the morning and go back to work. We're still at work. Got to get up in the morning and go back again. Yeah, I would definitely do the sun in tomato soup, but maybe it's cute like that. Maybe a little tomato soup ink blending on there would tie it all together. All right, so now I need to find a pencil. And I picked orange, pumpkin orange. I feel like that's going to be a good color. That is not a good color. That is not the color I was looking for at all. Let's try this one. Pumpkin orange. Why do I have two pumpkin orange? What is wrong with me? Why do I have two of the same color? This one's going to be too brickish. Oh no, see that I like that. I actually like that better. Do you like that? They're like both not right. maybe I shouldn't have tried to match it. Maybe that's too aggressive. I have to look in my pencil case to see if I have another color that might be right. If this is pumpkin orange, I'm going to throw myself out the window. This is Terra Cotta. Let's go with that one. Okay. Tell you, I deserve it. I didn't plan, so I deserve it. All right, so we're going to just color this little guy with some colored pencil here.
You're ready for some fruit salad.
I was ready an hour ago for fruit salad. The first time the camera went out, I was ready for fruit salad. Am I too far away? I think I am. Not that there's a lot of skill here to be had, but I'd like to get a little closer. I'm always afraid when I do that. Some of you guys watch me on the big screen and, oh my word, haven't done my roots. Okay. This will be cute. Okay. All right. Get his little body here. A little darker under the chin. I know that much. That's all I know. A little darker under the belly, maybe. Gosh, I hope none of my friends who know how to color are watching. Those of you that know how to color, just now's a great time to go to the fridge and get something to eat or drink. Okay. It'll be good. We're just going for the card here. Isn't that what we're always going for? I don't even know what I'm saying. It's always a goal of mine to make Tom laugh. If I can make Tom laugh, I feel like I've accomplished something. All right, I'm going to use a new blending stump here because all my blending stumps have turquoise on them right now. And then I still have Gamsol out from the other night, which is probably not the best thing. I don't know if it's as effective if it just sits open, but we'll see. It'll work. Here we go. Not so bad. Better than horrible. So I think it's getting close to that time, Tom, where we're going to have to come out with some better than horrible merch. People are ready to wear better than horrible on their t-shirts. Are you ready for that?
You can't get enough better than horrible.
You really can't. You guys are with us all the time. I want you to know that. The other night we were having dinner and the waitress came over and she said, "How was everything?" And we said it was great. And she walked away and we looked at each other and we said, "It was better than horrible." And you were all with us. We're thinking of all of you.
No, that only applies to my cooking.
You're not that bad.
I'm better than horrible.
I feel like this little guy has like eyebrow dots like Mishi. This is my very lame attempt at shading, but you know what? It's okay. It is truly better than horrible. Okay, so we've got the little fox there. Think that works? Good enough? Good enough. All right, let's cut him out. And then before we cut him out, let's stamp the greeting and then we'll cut the greeting out too. So do you want to say, "Hey, Foxy friend"? That would be cute. That's the best one. I mean, of course, we can just say happy birthday or a big thank you or whatever, but let's be quippy about it. Let's use the Foxy friend. Okay. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to pick that up and stamp that in black. Do you want to scroll the comments there, Tom, so I can see who's yelling at me? Oh, it's cute. That's very cute. Okay, everybody's, ooh, pink ears. Yeah, that would be cute, pink ears. Do I have a pink close by? I have a very pale pink here. I'll add a little pink to his ears.
Rena stopped by.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
To the live?
Mm-hmm.
Aw. Well, Rena, is she there now?
I haven't seen her.
Rena, if you're there, people are so excited for your new Mandala Maker. They're so excited. I'm going to need you to come and do a live with me, Rena, if you're watching. She's probably leaving now because I'm getting bossy mommy on her. Do you guys do that? Your kids walk in the door and you're like, and another thing. And they're right back out the door. Yeah, we never learned. Okay, so now I'm going to cut this out with the little fox die. Gotta cut him out. Okay, I'm taking my chances here, guys. Just pressing through. Okay, this is going to be so cute. I did blush on his cheeks too, so when I should have taped it down and shifted a little, but that's okay. We're going to put him right there on that card. Oh, look how cute he is. That's very cute. All right, I'm going to use Master Layouts 3 to cut this greeting. I need to find one of the flags. Where did I put that? Here it is. Master Layouts 3.
You know, you do lives this long, you have to feed everybody.
I know. I was thinking about that. It's like people probably ate dinner and then they came to this live and now they're like, I'm ready to have a snack again. That's what crafting is all about. It's having fun mixed in with taking breaks to go to the refrigerator. Okay. So, hey, Foxy friend. We'll put that right across the bottom there. Oh, no. Okay, we're back. That was a quick one. Peanut butter Oreos. That sounds delightful. Okay. Now that we know what this is going to look like, we're going to layer this onto this card base. And we'll pop these up. Now, I do think it might have looked a little better to do the greeting in black with white embossing powder. But for conserving some time tonight, because this live has gone on for over 2 hours, I can't even believe it. We're just going to stick with the one that we did. Okay. And then we'll put this little guy here. He's just sitting right there. We'll tape him right down to there. And then we'll add this with a little piece of foam tape. So we'll pop it up in the center there. Now for something this small, you can actually just use a foam square and you can cut it in half. And that'll give you plenty of foam for the job. All right, Tom. Now, a lot of people waited, so we're going to give away some gift certificates. So I want to give away 3 $50 gift certificates tonight.
Whoa, that deserves a... Ooh.
Yes. 3 $50 gift certificates. And if you've already placed your order, like I said, we're going to make the expiration date like a really decent long time so that you can use it whenever you want.
You going to give the card away too?
I could give this card away, sure. Yeah. I don't know if anybody wants this card, but, well, we need a card base for it. So I thought I had a card base over here somewhere. Maybe I don't. Maybe I will just cut a card base while you're doing the giveaways. Oh, I do have a card base here, and I think it's a nice color that will actually look really cute. There we go. Don't you think that looks cute? That little bit of sea glass around the outside to match the sky. We'll go with that. Okay. I didn't really score this very well, so let me fix that while you're doing your giveaway.
So we have 4 giveaways?
Yeah, let's do 4. Let's do 4 $50 gift cards.
Plus the card?
Oh, let's do, let's do 5. We'll do 4 $50 gift certificates and we'll do the card. So we'll do 5. So you got your work cut out for you, Tom. Oh, my goodness.
Okay.
All right. Prizes just keep growing if you stay long enough. I'm going to recut this card base. I don't even know what size this is. Oh, it's a full sheet. Okay, got it. I want to cut this better. Okay, so this is going to be a 5.5. Got the big paper cutter here. Five and a half. There we go. We're going to score it at 5.5. So it's a 5.5 by 5.5 inch card. I'm telling you, you could do little works of art for people at this size. Okay. And then we'll get this whole little thing on here. This was a super fun card to make, I gotta tell you. So different from the normal regular cards that I make. And I think you guys are gonna enjoy this too.
Okay.
There we go.
Whoa.
There's the finished card.
Look at that.
Isn't that cute? I'll zoom in on it so they can see it up close. There we go. All right. Oh, it's so fun.
Okay, so the card.
All right, let's
where
put
the
our
card-
faces in. Can our faces go in too at the same time as the card? Ooh, look at that.
Okay.
Hi, everyone.
So the winner of the card, that beautiful work is Sheri Danielson. Sheri Danielson.
Congrats, Sheri. How fun.
Okay.
All right.
Then the first card, the first gift card.
Yep.
Gift certificate goes to Wendy Sullivan.
Yay! Congratulations, Wendy. You have $50 to spend.
Okay. Third winner of another gift card.
Another $50 gift card.
That is Donna Townsend.
Yay, Donna, congratulations.
Okay, number 4 winner tonight is Teresa Jarvis.
Yay! Congratulations, Teresa. That's awesome. All
And
right.
one more.
One more?
That would be 4. And this is 5. Okay. The winner of the 4th
Gift certificate.
gift certificate is Pam Zellar. Pam Zellar.
Yay, Pam, congratulations. That's so great. Well, all of those lucky winners, all you have to do is send your name and information, your address or your email address if you want a gift card, to info@ginakdesigns.com. And I'm going to put all of the names in the description at YouTube. So if you're not sure if you were a winner or you want to double check, or maybe you're tuning in late or you're watching on the replay because you had to go to bed because I talked so long, you could check to see if you are one of those winners. All right, you guys. Well, all of the products are now available in our store at ginakdesigns.com. Just click on the shop tab and then click on what's new and you'll find the new kit, all of our beautiful Illustrator stamps and dies, the new Slimline dies, the new Build-A-Scene master layouts, and our fun new little pink, our lemonade sequins, and our slimline envelopes. I think we got it all. All right. I hope you guys had a great time tonight. Thank you so much to all of our illustrators who joined us this evening. And thanks for your patience tonight with our camera going out. It's always something around here, but we made it through. We will be back. Oh, new schedule. And you probably saw it in the banner, but we're going to be going live now on Monday nights at 7 p.m. and on Wednesdays at noon instead of Thursdays. Tom and I have a lot of obligations coming up on Thursdays, and we keep having to cancel. So we don't have anything on our books that we can see for a while on Wednesdays. So we're going to do Monday and Wednesday. We have one thing coming up in August, but that's it. So look for us on Wednesday for a lunchtime live. That's close. That's only 2 days away. All right, everybody. Thank you for joining us. Thanks for being here. See you Wednesday. In the meantime, stay safe, stay healthy. We love you all so very much. And we'll see you again real soon. Bye-bye.